You know, as is the case in public life, you sometimes get handed these things by wonderful people like you, Suzanne, and you, Jolie, and the entire outfit that you represent. But really, they hand it to the wrong person. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Our effort in Delaware and the coalition and the people that were just introduced to you, that I want to reintroduce to you and wouldn't come up here with me, is please stand. Karen Durasmo, Kelly Turner, and Michael Graves. And Patty Daly Lewis from my office. And they came to me with this idea of, anybody who has read any of Malcolm Gladwell's books, The Tipping Point and other books, our goal, and Michael's idea and Karen's idea, was in our little old state of, we're almost 1 million people now, in our little old state, we can get to everybody. And our idea, their idea, was to try to educate 5% of our population, 35,000 Delawareans, on spotting the signs of child abuse and neglect. And we can do that in our state. We set out a goal to do that in 5 years. I think we're going to be able to do it in about half that time. But it's because of the leadership of these folks who I introduced to you, whose idea this was, partnering with an incredible organization, Darkness to Light. And Elizabeth, I'd like to thank you also for being such a part of our effort in Delaware and coming to Delaware on so many occasions. You know, the spotlight is on this issue. I'd like to thank everyone in this room for being willing to be here tonight and support an organization I've come to love and care about deeply, Darkness and the Light. There are very few times in life where you get to shine a bright light on an issue like is being shown on this issue today. I live about 12 miles from the border of Pennsylvania. We live in the Philadelphia media market. We are seeing, and you are seeing, what is happening in Happy Valley, as is the home of Penn State. I know here in this state, in this city, you're experiencing a similar investigation in a similar case. We've had similar ones in the state of Delaware. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir when I talk to an audience like this, but it bears repeating, if you might indulge me. 1 in 4 girls is sexually assaulted before they're 18. 1 in 6 boys is sexually assaulted before they're 18. Only 1 in 10 of them ever report it. And 9 out of 10 of them know or say they love the person they victimize. This is a national epidemic. This does require the people in this room to focus and shine a bright light onto this issue, because it goes to the heart of some of the most intractable problems that families face, that Libby has dedicated her professional and personal life to eradicating. And that is how we change our society, how we teach people in this city that I love, that is full of beauty and tranquility and manners, minding your own business. You're taught as a kid, kind of mind your own business, right? Well, this is somewhere where we shouldn't mind our own business. It kind of cuts across and goes counter to what we are taught. That's why it's such a difficult issue, and that's why I'm so honored to be here, to be in a room with people who understand this and are committed to it. We have a moment in time with what is happening in Pennsylvania, and unfortunately what is happening here, and unfortunately what happened in the state of Delaware, to make sure that no child has to go through what we read about happening right now. Too much has been focused on about who knew what when and who's going to prosecute what for what. What we should be talking about now is how we never have another victim, and we should be talking about the survivors of child abuse. So, thank you for those of the leaders in this community. I know this room is filled with both business leaders and philanthropic citizens of this great, great city and state. Thank you for being leaders, not just in this great state, but nationally. I think we have a chance. I think we have a chance because the eyes of the nation are on this issue. The eyes of the nation are rarely on an issue. For all of the different not-for-profits many of you support, rarely does there come a time when the eyes of the nation are on an issue. So let's keep up this fight. We can save lives. Thank you.